Om Shanti. Today, 17th of May 2021. Bab Dada Sakar Murli. Essence. Sweet children, Baba has come to make you children praiseworthy. Similar to himself, you are now imbibing the Father's praise. Question is, with which expression do people on the path of devotion call out and remember God, the beloved, with a lot of love, even though they don't know him fully? Answer is, they call out call out and remember him with a lot of love, saying, "O beloved, when you come, I will only remember you and break my intellect's yoga away from everyone else and connect it to you alone." The Father says, "Children, I have now come. Therefore, become soul conscious. Your first duty is to remember the Father with a lot of love." Om Shanti, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, who has taken a body of lone, now sits here and explains to you, sweetest embodied souls. I enter in ordinary old body. I come and teach many children. He only explains to the Brahmin children who are mouth-born creation of Brahma. He definitely explains to them through a mouth. Who else would he explain to? He says, "Children, you were calling out to me on the path of devotion." O purifier, everyone in Bharat and the world in general calls out to me. When Bharat was pure, all the rest were in the land of peace. You children should keep in your awareness what the golden and the silver ages are, and what the copper and iron ages are. Your intellects have the full knowledge of who used to rule there. Just as the Father has the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of creation, so your intellects also have it. You children should also have the knowledge that the Father gives you. The Father comes and makes you children equal to Himself. There is as much praise of the children as there is of the Father. The Father made the children more praiseworthy. Always consider it to be Shiv Baba teaching through this one, means Brahma. It is a soul that speaks to the other souls. However, because people are body conscious, they think that so and so is teaching. In fact, it is souls who do everything. It is souls who plays their parts. You have to become soul conscious. Repeatedly consider yourself to be a soul. Until you consider yourself to be a soul, you won't be able to remember the Father. You will forget Him. When you are asked whose children you are, you reply that you are Shiv Baba's children. There is the question in the visitor's book, "Who is your father?" They instantly tell you the names of their physical fathers. Okay, so what is the name of the father of souls? Some write Krishna's name and others write Hanuman's name. Or they write that they don't know. Oh, you know your physical father, but you don't know the Parlokic Father whom you call Majis sect. Say that God is light. No one in the world knows that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is a point, and this is why they are confused. Some children even ask, "Baba, whom should we remember?" We had heard that he is a big lingam form and that he is remembered in that form. Now, how can we remember a point? Oh, but you souls are points and the Father too is a point. You call out to that soul and so he would definitely come and sit here. All the visions that people have on the path of devotion are just devotion. They don't worship just one, but they have made many into God. How can devotees who continue to perform worship be called God? If God is omnipresent, whom are they worshipping? They perform many different types of devotions. The father explains, children, don't think that you will live for many more years. The time is now coming very close. Have the faith that Baba has to carry out establishment through Brahma. The father himself says, I tell you the secrets of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world through this one. It is remembered that establishment takes place through Brahma. They don't know that the new world is called the land of Vishnu. This means that the dual form of Vishnu rules the kingdom there. No one knows who Vishnu is. You know that Brahma and Saraswati become the dual form of Vishnu and sustain that kingdom as Lakshmi and Narayan. Establishment through Brahma, and then they sustain the land of Vishnu, that is heaven. It should enter your intellect that the Father is the ocean of knowledge, that He is the seed of the human world tree. He knows the beginning, the middle, and the end of this drama. He alone is the purifier. Whatever is the Father's business is also your business. You also purify the impure. In the world, a father may have 3 or 4 children, and one of them may have risen very high, whereas another may have a very low position. Here, the Father is teaching you the one business of how to purify the impure. Give everyone the aim that Shiv Baba says, remember me. They have wrongly written in the Gita that God Krishna speaks. You have to explain that God is incorporeal and that He is beyond rebirth. This is the one mistake they have made. You children are now becoming the masters of the land of Krishna. Some will become part of the royal family and others will become subjects. It is called the land of Krishna because everyone has a lot of love for Krishna. Children are very much loved by everyone, and children also have love for their parents. All their love is then distributed among many. The Father now explains, don't consider yourselves to be bodies. Constantly have the faith that you are a soul. Become soul conscious. The Father is incorporeal and He has to take a body here in order to explain. He cannot explain anything without a body. You have your own bodies and Baba takes a body on loan. There is no question of inspiration in this. The Father Himself says, I adopt this body and teach you children because you souls who have become Tamopradhan now have to become Satopradhan. They sing, O purifier, come. But they don't understand the meaning of it. You now understand how the Father comes and purifies you. You also know that there will just be your small tree in the golden age. You will go to the heaven, but no name or trace of any of the others' land will remain. Only the land of Bharat will be heaven. Only the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, comes and establish heaven. It is now hell. It was only in the ancient land of Bharat that the deities used to rule. They no longer exist, but their temples and images exist here. Therefore, this is a matter of Bharat. It doesn't enter the intellects of any of the people of Bharat that Bharat was heaven, where Lakshmi and Narayan were the masters, and that there was no other land then. There are now innumerable religions. The people of Bharat have become corrupt in their religion and actions. There are now innumerable religions. The people of Bharat have become corrupt in their religion and actions. They call Krishna the ugly and beautiful one, but they don't understand the meaning of that. He truly was ugly. It is said that Krishna was bitten by a snake and so he became ugly. He was a prince of the golden age. So how did he become ugly? You now understand these things. Even the parents of Krishna are now studying. Sri Krishna is remembered as being higher than his parents. The names of his parents are not remembered. Generally, parents who give birth to such a child would also be just as lovely. But no, but no, all the praises of Radhe and Krishna. There is no praise of their parents. You have knowledge in your intellect. Knowledge is day and devotion is night. People continue to stumble in the darkness of the night. It is now explained to you, children, that you are to live at home and continue to do this service. Explain to anyone. You are lovers of the one beloved for half the cycle. Everyone remembers him on the path of devotion. And so they are all lovers, are they not? However, they don't know the beloved fully. They remember him with a lot of love. Oh beloved, when you come, I will only remember you and will break my intellect's yoga away from everyone else and connect it to you alone. You used to sing this, but you didn't know what inheritance you would receive from the Father. The Father now explains, become soul conscious. It is the first duty of your children to remember the Father. A son always remembers his father, and a daughter remembers her mother. They are equals. A son understands that he will be his father's heir. A daughter does not think in that way. She would. She would aware that she has to leave her parents' home and go to her in-laws' home. You now have the incorporeal and corporeal parents' home. People call out, O Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, have mercy. Remove our sorrow and grant us happiness. Liberate us. Become our guide. However, even great scholars don't know the meaning of this. The Father is the liberator of all. He is the benefactor of everyone. If those people cannot benefit themselves, how could they benefit others? Here the Father says, I come in an incognito way. You have heard the story of God, the friend, have you not? This is the bridge between the iron and the golden ages, and you have to go across to the other side. God is the Father. He is also the friend. He also plays the parts of the mother, the father, and the teacher too. Because you have visions here, people say there is magic here. Even those who do intense devotion have visions. There are many staunch devotees. They say, grant me a vision, otherwise I will cut my throat. Only then do they have visions. That is called intense devotion. There is no question of intense devotion here. Many have visions while sitting at home. I hold the key to divine visions. I also granted a divine vision to Arjuna. Did I not? Essence for dharana. ओम शांति क्या हुआ